Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing you what my experience has been using Google Stitch. Okay, so right now it's in beta version, so I have been playing around with this, experimenting with a few different things. So I want to share that experience. So to use this, it's very simple. You can either create a mobile or a web design. Okay, you have two modes. One is the standard mode, which is 2.5 Flash, and then you have Gemini 2.5 Pro version. Okay, that's the experimental mode. So this is good if you want to get a Figma template. Okay, but the designs are very low in quality. I would say they're very simplistic. But with this, it's better, but not that good right now, at least. That's been my opinion on this. So I would say you should be using the experimental mode, but the problem is you do not get Figma designs with this. Okay, you get the code for the website, but you do not get the Figma designs for this. Okay, so with the experimental mode, you have the option of adding a image. Okay, but with the standard mode, you do not have the option of adding an image as a reference. So after that, you can just add in something, like it's giving me a few options here. Okay, and then you just click generate design. That's it. It's really that simple. Okay, so I did this as well. It gave me a prompt down here. Okay, and I used that one to generate an image, and I'll show you the results for that. So this was the prompt: homepage for a bonsai tree specialty store. This is in the experimental mode, by the way. I'm not saying this is bad, but it is simple if you think about it. It's just a background image, and also I would have liked it if it was kind of taking more space. Okay, but the color scheme, it's good. I like that it made it similar to the leaves of a bonsai tree. Okay, it was keeping that in mind, so I liked that. But the rest of it is also kind of very plain if you think about it. So here you have a shop by category, and it's showing the categories, but it's showing them using cards, which I feel like is not really the best option. Okay, you could just have added the names and made buttons, because you're just gonna have to click them. All of these images look similar to each other, so it's not even representing, I feel like, what the categories should be. Okay, it's very simplistic in its thinking, I feel like, right now. Okay, but it added some detail here, like the about section, which is again also, I feel like, very plain, but I get it gets the job done, so it's fine. This is a explore our collection button, which also I think it's fine. I think the bottom footer is okay, but this is my main problem right here. I think it should have taken more space and have had more things here to make it look good. Okay, and also these should have had prices as well to give you an understanding of what the prices of these bonsais are, and also like a more button, or maybe a button to go to a separate page so that you could view more bonsais. Okay, so it's good in the sense of simple things, I feel like, to get you a boilerplate starting point. Okay, and then you can add other things into this as you want. Okay, here you can just click this to get the code, which should have worked. It's not working for some reason right now, but it did work once. Okay, if you like or dislike, you can just use this, and you can just click this and tell it to change something. For example, I can tell it to add a more button, or a button to go to a separate page where I can view more. Okay, so I've told it to add a button to view more bonsais in the featured bonsai section. Okay, and also use gradients in the design of the homepage, complementing the green used in the website. Okay, okay, so this is what it's given me because I told it to add a button and also use gradients. Okay, so it's used a gradient in the background. I thought it would use it more in the cards, okay? But it added a button like I told it. I kind of wanted to use it either in the cards or in the text, not the background itself. I guess I should have specified that more. I do like these two gradients that it added, but the background gradient has kind of ruined the design, especially with this part. So again, it's kind of a hit and miss right now. I can see it kind of also added a gradient to the nav bar for some reason, but whatever, you get the point. It's kind of a hit and miss right now, but it gets you something that you can use as a reference or maybe to generate some ideas for your own web design. Okay, so I want to show you another example of when we gave it a more detailed description of what the website should be like. What did we get as a result? So let me just quickly open that up and come back. So this one is kind of the final result that we got, but before this I told it to create a modern responsive React landing page for men's grooming salon called the Grooming Gallery. Okay, and I added all of these details for all of the different sections. And if you're wondering how I got all of this, I basically gave this to an AI. You can use Google Gemini or ChatGPT, whichever one you want. You just give it the design images. I had a Figma design file that I made, and I basically just gave the images of that to the AI, and it generated this whole prompt for me because I told it to, based on the images, generate a prompt for the different sections of the website. Okay, so it generated a prompt for me based on the different section of the Figma design image that I gave it, and this was all of what it gave me. Now let me just show you that this was the result. Okay, so this was the first result that we got. And this was close to the design that I created in Figma, but you can see it's kind of simplistic. Mine had a better design. This part is similar to what I made. This part was better. This was in the center for my design. This was in this area, the navigation buttons. The reason for that is aligning these in the center is difficult. It is possible, don't get me wrong. You can see that it isn't even aligned perfectly even in this. The reason is it's difficult to align these in the center unless you know a little trick. So it ended up doing its best and it gave this to me. Okay, then the cards came. The cards were kind of a disappointment in my opinion. The biggest reason was that these dots appear when you use list items, and the problem with that is that it makes the design look bad. So you tend to remove these using CSS styling. Okay, so in my design these were not there. Okay, there were 4 cards here. Okay, and everything was to the side. Okay, this is kind of similar to what I made. I added a blurred background and an image here, but it's fine. This is actually not that bad. This is good, I would say. This is close to what I made as well. And this is also close to what I made as well. So these are basically the same because the description is very detailed, as you can see. But this part and this was the problem. Okay, so then I wanted to tell it to make it better. Like I wanted to see what the results would be if I just let it do its own thing rather than add all of this detail. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So here you can see I just told it to add gradients and make the styles better, especially the cards. Okay, so I'm telling it to change the cards and make them better because the ones that you gave me are not really that good. So it gave me this. So it chose this color for the styling, and it also changed the color for a lot of different things. It actually looked good to a certain degree with the gradients. It's also using gradients for the cards. I just wish it center aligned these and removed these, but it actually looked better in my opinion when I told it to do its own thing, and it came up with a good idea. So the thing I learned from this experiment is that give it a reference, add as much detail as you can, and let it do its own thing first. And when it gives you a basic design, okay, then you can tell it to add certain details to it to make it look better. Okay, like I just told it to add a gradient and make the cards look better. It didn't make the cards look that better. Okay, it just added a gradient to them. That's all it did, really. My purpose of telling it to make the cards better was that it would come up with its own design to change the cards, but I guess it's fine. This, however, I liked, and also this design. Okay, these two designs were good in my opinion. This was fine. It just added a little spacing here and just added a gradient. That's all. So this was actually good. Then I did a little more. Okay, so I told it to change the services card design again to something better, or change the services section altogether to look even better. Okay, and I gave this as a reference to it, and this is what it gave me at that point. So it just expanded the cards, added the image to the side, and still had this, which also did not look that good in my opinion. Okay, the rest is exactly the same, by the way. So then moving on, I told it that the theme had to use colors black and white, because I wanted to stick to the black and white design that I told it before, with gradients that would complement these colors. And by these colors I meant black and white. So let's see what it gave me then. Okay, then it gave me this. So it took the black and added it as a background while making this part a gradient. Okay, I would have liked if it changed the gradient for this, and like if it made the background white and used black with some other color to make it look better. But this is the final result, in a sense, you could say. This, as you can see, this area is a gradient. It's a lighter color and everything else is darker. So this is what it came up with. All in all, it's a good starting point. You can get the code. Okay, if you click the code button, it generates the code for you, and it is using Tailwind CSS, by the way. Okay, so it's easy to implement into your own website. Okay, and just start coding from there. So I think this tool just needs a little bit more refinement, and it can come up with some good designs for you, or at least give you some ideas from where to start. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.